What up, YouTube? Here with a post-fight video of Lawrence Okolie versus David Light. Now, before I get y'all the summary of what happened in the fight, I'm going to tell y'all the results first. Lawrence Okolie was able to retain his Cruiserweight title via unanimous decision. I personally had the fight scored a shutout. It would have been scored 120 to 108 if it wasn't for the point deduction in the 11th round. And to sum up the fight, the scorecard should tell y'all how the fight went, because it was a shutout and Lawrence Okolie had won every round and it was very one-sided. Lawrence Okolie did a good job at telegraphing the attacks of David Light, and he was doing a good job at picking off David Light, and he was doing a good job at keeping that range between him and David Light, and he did a good job at stopping David Light at his tracks with his accumulation of punches. And Lawrence Okolie did a good job at going upstairs and downstairs as well. And whenever David Light would come in closer proximity, that's when David Light would get held up by Lawrence Okolie, as Lawrence Okolie would hold down David Light with his weight, and that's what was leading to the point deduction, because the referee had to tell Lawrence Okolie ease on the holding a little bit, because he kept pushing David Light down with his elbows and putting all his weight on him, and then as well as hitting David Light below the belt as well whenever Lawrence Okolie would throw body shots at David Light. And this fight, as I said, this was a one-sided fight. It wasn't the most entertaining fight. It wasn't a fun spectacle. Regardless of the fact that if you are a boxing fan or not, it wasn't the most compelling bout at all, because of the fact that it was that one-sided. It wasn't great skills being displayed. Lawrence Okolie is undefeated, and for him to get a win over David Light, who was undefeated prior to this fight, it's a good look. However, it's not the best display that Lawrence Okolie has displayed thus far in his career. The Cruiserweight division, I say, isn't the most notable division. Lawrence Okolie, he's getting his name up there amongst the ranks right now, hence why he's at the building up stage of his career, and him accumulating all these wins is a good look. However, I say he could put on better performances to have more of a hype added onto his name as he's building up his career, and he wants to put on more of a good look. And I say him having the WBO Cruiserweight title right now, and I say he's the most notable champion fighter at that Cruiserweight division. I think a unification title bout would definitely be a good look for him, and I say he's ready at this point. He's undefeated. He's a champion already. As I mentioned already, he is the most recognizable name at the Cruiserweight division, and I say whoever he fights, that would be a good look for the Cruiserweight division. And I think a title unification bout would definitely be a progressive move for not only Lawrence Okolie, but the whole Cruiserweight division, and as well as a good look for the sport of boxing. Anyways, now with that being said, that does it for this post-fight video. Y'all let me know what y'all opinions are from this fight with Lawrence Okolie and David Light. Comment, subscribe, share, like, all that good stuff, and peace.